Need funding for your real estate investment deal? Longhorn Investments is professional, reliable, and fast. Currently serving Texas, Tennessee, North Carolina, Missouri, Alabama, and Indiana, Longhorn Investments, LLC is a direct private lender offering short-term acquisition and renovation capital to real estate investors for both residential and commercial assets. With Longhorn Investments, you can receive up to 75% of ARV, finance up to 100% of cost, close in 3 to 5 business days, no income requirements, a streamlined, simple approval process, and no prepayment penalty. Formed in 2008, Longhorn Investments has funded over 4,000 loans since its inception and includes complementary businesses, including a title company and real estate law practice. Longhorn's wealth of experience puts them in the unique position of being able to help investors throughout all aspects of each transaction. To get started today and see why Longhorn Investments is the superior lending experience, call and speak to Lawrence Hopkins at 314-749-7616. That's 314-749-7616. Or visit Longhorn Investments at longhorninvestments.com. Longhorn Investments. Hard money lending simplified.
Universe. Media. Network.
Good day, I'm Samantha Smith with your United States Real Estate Investor News, sponsored by Longhorn Investments, the fast, reliable, professional, and superior lending experience. Get started today at longhorninvestments.com. After 20 years on the run, a real estate investment scammer is finally brought to justice. Scott Walos, a man who was caught in Boston, was charged with fraud and grand larceny in New York back in 1996, and then went on to live under a different name for over 20 years. Will return $900,000 to his victims after being convicted of fraud charges. The charges were related to a scam company he ran under the name of Eugene Grathwhol, prosecutors said. He had been living in the Boston suburb of Quincy, and it is estimated that the scam cost investors nearly $2 million. Walos received a sentence of nearly 7 years and was ordered to pay over $1.9 million in restitution to his victims, more than $300,000 to the IRS, and $70,000 to SSA, Medicare using the alias, Adam Leavitt. Walos collected money from possibly more than 24 people and apparently may have used the funds for a beachfront redevelopment venture in Quincy. Unfortunately, he used most of the funds on personal expenses and found himself accused of fraud. Much of the restitution money came from Walos's retirement account at the law firm he worked for before his conviction in New York. As a failsafe, Walos tried to transfer the funds to his ex-wife with whom he had not entirely cut ties. In 2018, Walos' ex-wife was put on probation for 1 year after pleading guilty to lying to authorities for saying she had not had contact with him since the 1990s. Quoting U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts Rachael Rollins, "My office will diligently pursue financial recovery for our crime victims. Even years after someone has been convicted and sentenced, we will continue our pursuit. These ill-gotten gains have finally been recovered, and our efforts send an important message that crime does not pay." End quote. For our quick content suggestion this week, we have got $1,000, 3 inflation-resistant real estate investments to make, from The Motley Fool. To research further, see links and more from these reports in the news notes. If you'd like to get started in real estate investing, download our free guide, 5-Step Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Investing, at unitedstatesrealestateinvestor.com/free guide. That's unitedstatesrealestateinvestor.com/free guide. For more news and other great real estate investing content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. I'm Samantha Smith for United States Real Estate Investor News. United States Real Estate Investor, helping you achieve financial freedom through media, networking, and knowledge. UnitedStatesRealEstateInvestor.com.
Universe Media Mastering. Your audio more listenable.